온라인에 온라인에 내 소리는 나오네. 아, 여기 나는 또 학생들 가까이. 누가 조금 전에 말씀하셨죠? 누군가 얘기한 거죠, 그게? J. Any question from previous class? No? Yes.
It's not about the class, but outside practicing is the website.
Say again.
The website. I think try to open the site.
It's not about 20 years. Tuesday. This is the web address. Right? And then I clicked. Oh, URL is not. But this one is an old one. What dash sign? Where is dash? Oh, Kist. This one? Like this one? 대시를 다 없앤다. 아, 또 이 대시도 없애라고? 왜 고쳤어? 그냥 놔두지. 아인수에. 아, something changed. Can you announce through the email?
So I will maybe upload a link for Google Drive. Every rectangle and instead of
Anyway, through the email announcement. Right? Yeah.
I also have questions from last time. Because you were introducing all these projects, I was wondering what the difference was. What we have to do.
You choose. You choose your product. You call that in. There is kind of identity. How to break the offer. the next week. When it's up to your team to decide which topic is subject out of the nine choices. And also you can see the video of previous presentation. And then answer them. Yes. Any other? No. And I'll introduce myself a little bit more. I added some small new slide on this. So I am a professor in KAIST, mechanical engineering and also ocean systems engineering. And my specialty is in CAD, computer-aided design. The laboratory name was Intelligent CAD Laboratory. And STEP Korea STEP Center. And it is a short name of ISO standard for design information, design data exchange. If you have tried any CAD system before? CAD? Which kind of CAD system did you have? SolidWorks. Right? SolidWorks is one brand of CAD system, right? If you want to design your product using SolidWorks, but the company he wants to produce or sell, they want to convert that into CATIA. It is the problem. That kind of standard is similar to HTML. HTML, you know what is HTML? Raise your hand. HTML. What is HTML? You heard about HTML? Yeah. Your website. Your website, right? Any website. This one. The language used for creating websites is HTML. You do not know what really was. Nowadays it's changing to XML. Most of websites is written in HTML. And now it's changing to XML. But still, most of the websites is written in this language. That's why you can see this website using your notebook, your smartphone, into a program, a standard notice, standard language. That is standard. So my research work is for CAD data translation between different CAD systems. We call this a STEP short name. So that I am a convener. Convener is a head of working group. Working group is the leaf node of ISO organization. And the leaf node generates standard document. Over them is hierarchy, the management of organization. And then there is another thing. So my major background is shipbuilding. That's why I'm creating this class. And having several. Right. Okay, then can continue our. Yes. So when I stopped around somewhere here. I stopped somewhere here on Tuesday. So jetty is for ships are touching the port. But they usually provide a soft material over there. And then breakwater for making protection for the inside the ships, inside the port when there is a storm is coming. So every time storm is coming, ships are escaped to inside the port. But this one, I don't know whether, but there is sometimes there is an island or what ways. Even growing and coastal zone is for sand beach, sand beach, or providing more work opportunities. Dredging. Dredging is for, say, we have many international students, and they fly into Korea. You must use airport in Incheon, right? Incheon Airport is near Seoul, but this Incheon Airport is located in the Yellow Sea between China and Korea. And that Yellow Sea is very special in that it is very shallow ocean. I mean, the shallow means the deepest point is less than 100 for Yellow Sea. Then it means near Incheon Airport and also near seaport. And that is important for Korea because there are big trade between China and Korea. Many things are transported through the ship. But the problem is water depth. Water depth. We want to bring big, large amount of cargo. So we want to operate a big ship, but the water depth is very shallow. I guess west side of France is similar. It's Normandy. So that you need to have a dredging. Dredging is digging up water depth. Or allow ships are free. So they usually dredge only for the passageway for ships. Near big. That's why the dredging ships are very famous for Netherlands. Netherlands is famous for developing or selling or making good dredges. Two kinds, the cutter suction and hopper type. You can see that cutter suction is suction like when there is something like what they acquired like oxygen from the soil, then this term then sucking up for water including sand and soil. There is one way. The other one is traditional hopper type grabbing like a hand. The two important type of dredges introduced. This is a shipping network, and the size of the circle probably show you the size of the port, right? So Rotterdam is the biggest. In Asia, there are many. Right? As I told you before, that Shanghai is the biggest around the world now. But see that Singapore is also big, and then Guangzhou, and Busan, Qingdao, Tianjin, so many big circles over there. United States, New Orleans, and Hudson, Hamburg, Antwerp, it's Netherlands. Hmm? Belgium? Oh, okay. So Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Hamburg, right, nearby. Also, they are competing each other, but business is important now, right? This is around New York, New York, Brooklyn, and Hudson River, and what else? New Jersey, Manhattan is the main New York. Inside a very busy area is Manhattan, right? So New York is bigger than Manhattan. We see that there is a terminal, Port Newark Container Terminal, Mahar Terminal, APM Terminal, DTC, New York Bedrock Container Terminal, DTC Bay. Oh, there are many. But bigger one is here over there. We see that Newark is also known as airport. Right? There is an airport of Newark, nearby in New Jersey area. But you see that this one is showing the geographical name, city name or area name, Newark. But you see there is also mayor and APM or GTC Right? There is a company who owns or rent some portion of their own area of port. I guess APM is something I'm not sure. But Singapore is a population, so there is a big company which is specialized for port operation. All right, that's it for the first part. Any questions? No. And we can move on to second part. Second part is second part. Right. Then we move on to offshore platform types. Offshore platform types, as I explained yesterday or Tuesday, Gulf of Mexico, Texas. There are many oil reservoirs in 1950s and 60s. Giant is a Philippine based on oil development. Correct? Ford Philippine. Well, so that they start from land-based oil exploration production, right, in Texas area. Nowadays they are empty, so that they move on into the ocean area. Especially in Gulf of Mexico, there are many reservoirs on this side under the seabed. So they start with oil production similar to land-based oil. Looking with shallow water is okay. But as they want to into the deeper ocean, goes empty is empty, right? So that the leg length is higher. So there is a limit. Limit comes from overly connect. Also, because economy is also technical. you see that if you have a long leg and there is a high wind or tidal forces or what, then you need to have a very strong leg. So it's something like a beam, one single edge beam. But long leg, then you have a long arm, then it's not easy to hit up. That's why there is a limitation of height of this kind of tower, so that they start to use floating type, natural or economical reason. But in terms of floating type, there are different ideas, many different types. Nowadays, things are that you expect that the water depth is more deeper. Now there are say 2,000 meter water depth, 2 kilometers water depth. Then you start to digging the soil there. And then you need to also dig, say, 1,000 meter down. Oh. In landside is and also then you need to have a deeper water. So they want to have a bigger size of over the tank size. Because you need to have a transportation format. If it is nearby the land side, it's better to use a pipeline. This way. Okay. Maybe 1 kilometer, 10 kilometer is okay. You pipeline is better. But if it is 100 kilometers more then you have a transportation by ship. That is more economic. Then nowadays ship like big ship like you see in the latest picture. So this is a history of developing a type. So especially the whole oil and gas development. And under the sea, that you need to also have many different kind of operational equipment. Another trend is that if you have a deeper ocean depth, then you need to operate more, process more near the bottom, rather than processing above the water. If it is close by to the land side, it's better to use cooling pipe to the land side and processing there. That is easier and economical. But as it is deeper and far away, and processing near the bottom, more economical. But technologically, it is so that your engineers need to have a more work to do. So FPSO, the short name of floating production, storage, and offloading. Floating. What? It looks like this is a FPSO. This one, not this one. It is similar, but a little bit different name. FPSO looks like this, real one. But ideally, it looks like a ship, but ugly ship. FPSO looks like. So this one is floating and produce oil or gas, or sometimes and gas, oil and or gas, produce, and then store them for the enough amount is collecting it. And then offloading means like this one. This is a tanker, oil tanker or gas carrier. Sometimes they are coming and then offload the stored gas or oil, and then they move to the land place. Right? And then what else? tanker offloading buoy. Buoy means there is a buoy. Buoy is a floating small structure. Buoy. There is a flag for the oil tanker is coming. Oil tanker is coming to the buoy. Touch, and there is a pipeline for build a pump. And then they connect to the pipe. And then oil or gas is transport offloaded through this. So this is a tanker loading buoy. And this one too looks like this one. They are saying drilling platform. That means need to drill. Why? So you need to have a two big stages for oil and gas production there in the ocean. In land based, you see. You need to find out whether there is a deep reservoir of oil there. Drilling is first. Many times. You need to drill many times. And then finally you found out good size of reservoir there. And then you have a production facility. So drilling facility and production facility is different. They have different function. Usually they do in different time. I mean the drilling first. When you find the good size of good size of reservoir there, then the drilling rate is going up to another place to find out another result. Then after that, the production facility is coming. They only do production. So that's why they do not work together at the same time. It is a situation different. But this one, I guess this one is not a drilling unit. This one is another production unit. Before another process, we'll see in the latest. So floating vessel for the processing and storage of oil and gas. So they do some processing of crude oil or something coming from the ocean. Oil refinery. Shell has a oil processing factory around the world. They produce diesel oil, gasoline, something else. Right? We call this a refiner. Processing. What is the input to the kind of refinery? Crude oil. Crude oil is the input to the refinery. Then they produce different kind of oil products. Diesel, gasoline, everything. Many things. But it is far away, say 300, 500 kilometers from the instrument. So they want to remove the something coming from the seabed. They include soil, they include water, they include something else. So they want to remove easily something else, at least water and soil away. Then they transport more process to the refinery. That is more economic. That's why they do some processing, preliminary processing. And then store. This is particularly effective in remote or deep water locations. Already explained, where seabed pipelines are not possible. If it is close by, pipeline is there. Seabed pipeline is there. Once the reservoir is empty and this one is floating, that's you can move to another advantage. So there's the fixed structure. This one is not easy to move, right? You need to cut off and also transport something. Right? This one is easy to move. That is one more advantage, but still it is expensive. Another idea of offshore or ocean plan is floating type, the problem. Idea sketch coming from MIT. So one of my idea, you may have a pick up my idea that Ukraine need electricity after the war or still now, so that we may develop this kind of nuclear power plant and moving to the Black Sea and provide electricity to wind energy. Size of wind turbine around 40 years ago, it was 50 kilowatt. You see, comparing to this home heater, 72 kilowatt. You may provide electricity to 25 of this kind of years. Nowadays, 10 years ago, it grows into say 10 gigawatts. Right? And then also the diameter is 18 meters. Can you remember that house pole is this level? Calculate. This could be how many floors here? This building, how many floors? Nobody knows? Don't care. Right. Then we may roughly multiply by 5 meters. And 25 meters. So this building is then say 30 means 6 times higher. 6 times. But this is diameter, then including this one too. Big one. And big one is rotating. Rotating, right? Rotating. How fast is it? How fast is it? They are saying the tip is faster than the hole, right? Because it is rotating. Rotating. This one is faster. They are saying it's faster than sound. Maha. At the tip of this kind of big one. So you need to also know about aerodynamics. To design the blade. Yeah. See, the speed of air is much different. And also there is an air fluctuation. Air is not stable. Right? The wind is blowing, fluctuating. So you need to produce electricity as much as possible by designing good blade shape. Power range, again, horsepower is less than 1 kilowatt. And 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt for electric heater at home. And the large wind power system is a 6 megawatt, no, 10 megawatt. Nowadays it can be bigger. Right? I should modify it. Say 10 megawatts. 10 megawatts. And then the nuclear power plant, usually the big one is 1 gigawatt. Korea has Korea's own design nuclear power plant. They are saying that there is 1.4 gigawatt production facility. So that if you want to replace the nuclear power plant by wind power system, then how many you need? 100. 100 of 10, right? 100 of 10. To replace one big nuclear power plant by using wind power, because we prefer to use wind power rather than nuclear. But it's not easy because wind is not blowing anytime, right? Not steady, right? Sometimes it's too strong, too fast. Sometimes it's not blowing. So when we it's not an easy problem. So engineers need to work more. But nuclear power plant is good in terms of they are very steady, provide steady, no stopping. Stopping is not good for them. They prefer to say even when there's no search during the night. So nowadays they need to have a mixture of nuclear and wind power and some sun, solar, and such. Right. No. No, already. Time. How much? Okay, we can have a break. 5-minute break. I'll come back and 1:50. 아침에 보낸 거는 뭐하고 그냥 다음 주 어차피 이거는 그죠 그 방금 보내니까 그냥 폴더를 안 보냈다. 여기 그냥 폴더가 생기거든요. 네. 이 폴더에 있는 거 그냥 긁어서 그냥 보냈는데 보자 그
진짜 뭐 근데 보니까 얘랑 진짜 페이리 주가 있어. 카톡을 보내시죠. 얘가 분명히 커서 칼방이 이렇게 있었나 봐요. 얘가 안 오고 나머지만 오니까 얘를 예를 들어서 변하는 시작했는데 별로 없어요. 그래서 유튜브 한번 했구나. 근데요? 무슨 변환하고 있습니다. 네, 이 파일이 좀 커서 컨트롤 안 하고 지금 변환 중인데 시간이 좀 걸려서 변환 안 끝나면 좀 이따 USB 가져가도 돼요.
저는 지금 그냥 놔두고 하면 되잖아.
근데
수업 끝나는 전에 되겠지.
예.
Alright. Right. So I'll show you another. So some tips. How do you provide your lecture? It's better than seeing this slide set. Watching the video is better. So you can visit the previous website. Your lecture will be 20 minutes. 10 minutes lecture and 10 minutes discussion. So because we need to have more discussion. Next, this is instruction. Maybe it is not easy to have a good discussion. You see that. nobody is answering already. So that just semester showing that it's better to probably you can use 20 minutes for your but my preference or recommendation is to have a more and also lecture material should be released before the class. For me also I will do this from the next week, not this. I provide my lecture material before the classroom. So you also need to acquire this material before your lecture. For making more discussion rather than so question, invite question, but make less reply. So you may ask question to your friend. Then they may respond shortly, not okay. Rather than please tell you. Question is same as please. Why we are asking discussion rather than lecturing, rather than listening? Because this is the learning. It's the title of the learning triangle something. Remembering. After 2 weeks, we tend to remember nothing, right? Very two things. Right. So reading is very not good for learning. Right? Hearing a little bit better. Seeing and see and hear. Eye and ear together 50% after 2 weeks. You lecturing here, say something, and what we do, the experiment. Learning by doing. That's why, because of this kind of activity of your mind or memory system. Similar, almost the same one, learning pyramid. There is a title of triangle pyramid. Oh, it is lecture hearing. This is a lecture hearing. I'm doing lecturing now, right? You are only listening there. Reading, audiovisual, demonstration, discussion. Discussion is good, right? And doing, and then this is teaching others. So as a teacher, you will be here as a lecturer, then you will learn much, much more. How much more? 9 times more or 4 times. Oh no, this one is listening, teaching. Philosophy behind this kind of things. Tips for preparing lecture, say, so I will be increase 15 minutes lecture. Previous PPT will be provided by myself, probably 1 week ago, before. Previous year's slide. So then you can, if many students prepare many slides, 50 slides. You cannot bring all of them. I did similarly when I was young. Because if I don't have enough number of slides, maybe I use them, then I don't know how after that. Usually people when they start teach, they prepare many more than you. And on TVs, you put remaining slide as appendix, and there's something
Sometimes you can use it for, otherwise, taking as readable much. One important thing is to find out new video. It is already the previous year's slide there to the already video there. Because from your previous student to. When I asked you that you add another new video. And after class, find updated version for the next semester. Another one. Learning pyramids, lecture hearing, reading, audiovisual, demonstration, discussion, practice, and teaching. Same. Oh, another idea. Spiral of curriculum. Symbolic online catalog, draw signs, writing, seeing, writing, and place shelf. What is markers? For finding it is a little bit. Okay. Question? No. And go to 50 minutes, right? So trend of wind energy system. So they started from the land fixed one. The size is about 6 megawatt is maximum. So because noise is coming from the blades. And that noise is very low frequency. That is very bad. For me, it's worse than high frequency noise, especially during the night. And then also low frequency noise is going far away and high frequency, long distance. So, and bigger blade produce larger sound and also low. There are many people are complaining about this. Not only for picture, mountains like there's a one that there's some complaint also. Most complaints come from snow. That's why they go to the ocean. And also there's a cost of land usage. And the ocean is good for no cost, not land, no land. And then floating causes water depth is increased. So land fix, the noise is limited installation side. Ocean bottom is shallow water, limited installation side. And then floating one is space. But that's why they increase the size, economy of scale. 10 megawatt. More than now. 20 megawatt, I traveled to Denmark, Copenhagen, and when the airplanes arriving at Copenhagen area, you see that there are many power systems. You can find from the Google. So Copenhagen and also Sweden. Over the sea, there is a Sweden. There is a bridge between Copenhagen and Sweden. Malmö should be the other side of the city name. Sweden. So it is not far away. It is. So that there's a small size of ocean water there. And they put many of this one, ocean bottom fixed in the process, not floating. Mobile harbor,
As I told you before, that there was a big project.
It's like nice. Here comes for and also
And there is a congestion of ships. They are waiting for cargo loading and unloading. Time to. Because too many ships are coming at the same time, they need to wait. Nowadays, biggest container ship carries how many boxes of container? Can you imagine? Say some number.
How many containers are responded by a big container? 27. What is that? 10,000. More. More than 6. Biggest. Container box.
We'll see in the later stage, but anyway. TEU is unit for counting container boxes. Basically, there are two sides of containers. One is 20 foot, 20 feet long. The other one is 40 feet long. And then the sectional shape is same. Sectional shape is same. So there's this one. This one is 20 foot, I guess, 20 foot. But sectional shape should be same. Otherwise, you cannot stack it. 40 and 20 twice. So that it can be stacking. 20 and 20 can be stacked. So crane can handle somehow. So that is a standard size of container. And then 20,000 container boxes means TEU. It is a short name of 20-foot equivalent units. 20 foot. So 40 foot box should be 2. We are saying 20,000 container ships means 20,000 of TEU. So you can understand what it means 250 TEU. So this ship, no. This one is the mobile harbor. So the size of this mobile harbor can carry and 250 TEU container. If you remember the Long Beach, where is Long Beach? Okay. Los Angeles. The configuration of Long Beach, remember that there is a big container yard behind the cranes. Why? Because of the money, business, right? 200,000, 20,000 TEU containers. The empty ship price, means the ship of carrying 20,000 TEU. I guess it will be 500,000, no? $50 million. Is that right? $50 million. To build a new facility. 50 million. Yes. If you have enough money as a ship owner, you can order to the shipyard. But usually the company does not their own money. They lend money from the bank to build the new ship. So if you have a congestion, that's the Singapore port. So you need to wait for loading and unloading, say 2 days. Just assume that 2 days waiting. Then you need to pay bank interest for the 2 days. How many will you get? How much will be the money? Because I lend full money for renting the business or shipping from the bank. The truth is, it is not only for the ship. The cargoes, 20,000 boxes of container has clothing, shoes, electronic, TV. They are carrying. Not smartphone, not expensive one, but containers usually bring or transport medium scale weight and price goods. Then I cannot get myself there, but you may expect probably 10 times more for the cargo price on board the ship. Just guess, I don't know the exact amount, but probably more than 5 times of the ship. Their cargo is also the money business company also rent the money from the bank globally. So 2 days of $500 million lend money, you can calculate interest rates for today. That's why you need to have a faster turnaround of the ship. Most important. So you see that ship size is getting bigger, similar to the wind turbine size, right? Ship is also getting bigger. The point is, you need to make the ships living within say 24 hours. Cargo loading and unloading. This is very important business because of the money is big. 1 day, 1 hour is money, big money. 1 hour is big money. But the congestion at the ports of Singapore, Shanghai, Busan, or Rotterdam, but it was very problematic at the time of this because of the booming of China. It's not nowadays. Nowadays is threatened. They expand the port facility during that time, but still time, 10, 20 years ago. So that there are the big queues. So the idea is the ship who has the container crane and also container yard, they go to the container ship who is waiting for 2 days. They can own it on time. All the money saved, the time saved. So this one is bigger ship. Smaller ship. You can increase the size of this one if you have a different economies over there. Anyway, the idea behind this one. So the container crane, the container ship who carries container crane, you can say. So this is the container yard, which shows a container carrying trucks. You can see from the traffic inland. You can see from the highway many of this, but also they carry this one inside the container yard for the ship container crane. 22 minutes left. You can see the short video. And then 잘 들었어요.
저는 애들이 다 나간 다음에 체육복을 갈아입어요.
나와요?
Let me show you how containers work. It's possible that most things around you right now came from a container
나와야
ship.
돼.
The food you ate, the phone or computer you're looking at. We have anything from apples to frozen meat to explosive or toxic gases on the ship. Some of the things we carry is pretty bizarre. But everything actually begins in the office with a team of people we call central planners. They drop cargo plan for the whole supply chain. Then it's sent to a chief mate to adjust as required. The containers are loaded by port's crane. Some say they were used by the Empire. Starting from the bottom, stacking up like Legos. These cargo holds can be as deep as 40 times 40 meters. The spades are built with these long sail guides that run downwards. It secures the containers in place. And this is what an empty container hold looks like. Once it's filled, a hatch cover is placed on top so that more containers can be loaded. The ones above on deck will need extra lashings to secure them. Workers from the port handle the physical labor of lashing. Thank God, because these full metal rods are very, very heavy. Turnbuckles are twisted to tighten the steel rods. For that, we have turnbuckles, short bars, long bars, and twist locks. There's actually a few types of twist locks on our ship. Some are manual, some are automatic. It all depends on the location of the containers, but they serve the same purpose, which is to lock containers. Once again, it really is just like stacking Legos. The fruits and frozen products are transported by reefers. Reefers are short for refrigerated containers. They are pretty much a gigantic portable fridge. It can keep temperatures anywhere from room temperature to negative 30 degrees. That's negative 90 Fahrenheit for America folks. So what's my part in all this? Well, as third mate, my job during cargo operation is to monitor the loading and discharging progress. Afterwards, checking the lashing to make sure it's done properly. The last thing we want are containers falling into sea if we ever run into bad weather. Other than that, we keep watch on
question? No, then see you next Tuesday, right?